Hello, today I'm going to tell you about DMM, Digital Mappi Mundi, an annotation tool that allows you to create networks between folio images and text documents. So when you log on to DMM, this screen will appear. You have two sides to your workspace, and all of your folio images will appear on the left-hand side, as well as any text documents that you create while you work. So you can create different kinds of networks, and to just give you an example, if we pull up the first folio of manuscript F, you see that you have your folio image here, but you can mark it up. So I'll click on the I button, which will show the markers in purple. And what you can do is create annotations on the markers. So when you click on the markers and then search for the annotations, see any annotations that you've made will appear. So DMM will give you a zoom in, a thumbnail on the part that you marked in high resolution, and then all of the annotations associated with that marker listed below. And you can do that with any number of items on the folio image. So here you have the poet figure being linked to a different manuscript, which is something that we'll see in a little bit. You can link manuscripts to each other using markers. This way you can compare and contrast the poet figure, for example. So you can link using the markers, so specific areas of the folio, and then you can also link the folio itself to different things. And that happens from this page marker here. So if you search, then all the markers and all the annotations and all the links that you've made on the page appear. So that's one kind of way to approach a network, is by taking the folio image as a departure point. And then another way that you can do it is to create a text document. And to do that, you just go to the plus tab and then click on this page icon here. And then you can insert your own text. So if we want to see the text of La Fontaine Amoureuse, we can see excerpts that you write down. And then if you want to see, for example, all the images of the fontaine in the different manuscripts, you can click on the text and search, and DMM will retrieve all the images that you've linked to the fountain. So you can compare and contrast across manuscripts that way. So that's one way to create a network as well. And you can even create networks with other web pages, which is useful to study manuscripts that are not yet part of the project. So if you click on manuscript A, you can create a link to the web page where manuscript A is located. So you can compare using different websites as well. So those are the different networks that you can create and explore. And so now let's see how you go about doing that. So once you pull up your folio image, the first thing you want to do is mark it up, and you use these tools up here on the toolbox. So for smaller items to mark, you can use the point. Just click on the icon and then click on the point you want to mark. You can also use a line marker, and that's useful for underlining text. Just click once to start the line, draw out, and then double click to end the line. And you can also draw a shape. Click on the shape icon, and then you draw your shape. So you click once, and then click again at the angle, then click another time. And then to finish the shape, you double click, and this whole shape will be highlighted with purple. And if you want to tailor your shape more closely, you can use the hammer tool. So click on the icon and then click on the shape, and these orange dots will appear. And so you just click the orange dots and drag them in, and you'll see as you click on the dots, more little dots will appear. So you can really get a really tight shape around the thing you're trying to mark and study. And then when you're done, click outside, and you have your markers. And all the markers will be in purple, but if you have overlapping markers, or you want to be able to see the folio a little more clearly, you can use the I button. That's to show hide marker layer. So when you click it, and they all go away. You click it again, and they come back. And then if you don't want all of them to go away, you can also select which ones you want to remove from sight. They will still be there, you just won't be able to see them. And you can use the I button here. So you click on this I button, and we still see the other two markers, but not the line marker. Once you have your markers in place, you can then create annotations for them. To do that, click on the marker itself, and all these icons will appear, and you'll want to click on the pencil and note card icon, and then an annotation will appear on the other side of the workspace. So you first name the annotation, and then you type in your annotation in the text box. So once you've typed your annotation, you want to make sure that there's a link established between the two. So click on the marker, click on the chain link icon, and then click on the page icon on the annotation. And then the link icon will flash back and forth in the middle of the workspace. You can also create links between your markers and other folio images. So let's say you wanted to pull up other folio images that have this author figure, and then you want to link them together. To do that, you go to the plus tab, click on the search button, then find the folio you want to link, click on the marker, click on the link button, and then click on the page icon of the other folio, and then you will establish a link. And so once you've created all of your links, what you can then do is then click on the markers and click on the search icon, and then the search function will give you a picture of the marker and then list all the annotations that you've made. Same thing if you click on your other marker. You click on the search icon, and then the other folio image that you had linked to the marker will appear. So one thing you can do with DMM is link out to other websites, and one way you can do that is to create a separate text document. Just go to your tab button and then click on the page icon, and then you'll have a text document appear on the other side of your workspace. So we can name this text document Web Pages for Manuscript F. And then we can link out to whatever web page that we want. So one idea is to link out to a transcription. And we can link it out to the other tool that we've been working with, T-Pen. And to do that, you just highlight the part of the text that you want to hyperlink, and then click on the link button, and then you put in the address, click OK, and then you click on the address, and this will take you to your T-Pen transcription. So this is an interesting way to use the transcription tool in an annotation context. So you continue typing in your text box just as you would on a Word document, and I created a link to the Classical Lab site if you wanted to link out for a translation of the general prologue. Another idea is to link out to other manuscripts that are on different web pages. So if you wanted to compare manuscript F with manuscript A, for example, you would have to go to a different website. So that's easy enough to do. You just click on the link button again, and then put in the Gallica website, click OK, and this enables you to navigate to the folio image on Gallica so you can compare the two folio images. And then once you've completed your text document with web pages, you want to link this text document to the folio image. So to create a link between your text document and the folio image, click on the page icon, then click on the chain icon, then go to the other side of your workspace to the page icon on the folio image, and when you click on it, the chain image will appear and flash back and forth in the middle of the workspace to show that you've created the link. So we've already seen how you can annotate folio images by using markers. And something else you can do is annotate selected text in a text document. So that could be useful, for example, if you wanted every time you mention manuscript E, you could have the description for manuscript E available via an annotation. So to do that, you highlight the text you want to annotate, then you click on the Annotate Selected Text button, the yellow button, and then the text that you had selected will turn yellow, and then you click on it, and then you click on the pencil and note card icon, and see now you have an annotation on a text document. So you could call this Manuscript E Description. Then you can paste the description. And then as you did with the markers, you can link this by clicking on your text and then click on the link icon and then click on the page icon. And then when it's made the link, the chain icon will flash back and forth in the middle of the page. So you can do this throughout your annotations and your text documents. Every time you mention manuscript E, you can highlight it and then click search, and then you'll be directed to this description that you can just click on, and then you have a description of the manuscripts that you talk about. So in order to link the annotation that you've created to other instances where manuscript E comes up, or even to a folio for manuscript E itself, you just go from this search page and then you click on the tab button and then you click on the search icon and a list of your folio images will appear. And so you can click on a manuscript E folio and then you click on your annotation. So you have this annotation that you had created before for something else, but you can now apply it to this. So you just click on the page button and then click on the link icon and then you click on this page icon, and the link has been created between the two. So now when you search this folio, you'll have the description for manuscript E as well as the other instances where manuscript E has come up.